Hey guys, it's Eric, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about post 7.5 LeBlanc, also known as the patch where they basically removed all the damage from her W. And I know a lot of you guys might think she's garbage now that her win rate dropped quite a bit and she's not picked as much anymore and all of that, but while she for sure got nerfed pretty hard, she's still one of the best mid laners in my opinion, and if you just shift your playstyle a little bit and take a little bit of time to learn her mechanics, she's not only extremely strong and has really little bad matchups, but she's also one of the most fun champions in the game. So first thing I'm going to be talking about is her skill build. So you used to max W first, Q second, and E last, right? But now that her W does 0 damage, you actually have to change it up a little bit. And what I've been doing recently and finding a lot of success with is maxing Q first, E second, and W last. And this does hurt your mobility a little bit in the early game since your dash does have a high cooldown at rank 1. But good thing is, you still deal tons of damage because if you think about it, a lot of times pre-nerf, you would just use your W to get in range to land an EQ combo, since your enemies mostly respect your W damage range. So while you can't do your combo as often, it actually does more damage if you could land your chain. And another really good thing about this is that her wave clear is actually still really good because they buffed her Q bounce damage from 40% to 80%, meaning that when you're maxing Q, even though your W is literally dealing 1 damage to the minions, your Q will nearly one-shot all of them. I actually think that this change in skill build is the biggest reason to why her win rate's so low, and I feel when people start maxing Q, E, and then W, her win rate will be more towards 50%. So now I'm going to talk to you guys about her combos, which is another thing that you're going to have to change post 7.5. So you used to be able to kill someone from half a screen away safely by just dashing, then ult dashing into them and just pressing Q, right? But now that both your normal dash and your ult dash do very low damage, you have to change it if you still want to kill people. Before the nerf, I would find myself never using ulted Q, like maybe once a game if even at that, because ulted W and ulted E both did more damage and had more utility. But now since her W does no damage and her E is a skill shot, I actually find myself using ulted Q more, just for the quick burst damage that it can provide. But it's important to note that her ulted E actually does the most damage out of all of her ulted abilities, I believe, throughout all the game. Granted, you could land both of the damage procs. This is not to say though that you shouldn't be using your ulted W, because although it doesn't do that much damage anymore, it still gets your passive on a lot of people, and it can lead to devastating AoE damage. So now I'm just going to end this off by just kind of talking about the rework and my thoughts on everything as a LeBlanc main. And I actually really like the rework because, I don't know, it's different than the old LeBlanc, and I just feel like you can get really creative with this champion, and it's always super funny when you just use your ulted clone and they use a summoner spell or an ult on it, and that's just probably one of the most satisfying feelings for me, just knowing that you outsmarted your enemy. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the nerf. And I feel it was completely warranted. She was completely overpowered before it. She would be able to one-shot anyone in like 2 seconds and no counterplay at all, even less than before the rework, even easier to kill people than before the rework. So I actually do like the nerf. It was a little harsh, but if you do the things that I said in this video, you'll notice that it's not as bad as people think. I also want to point out how in my LeBlanc rework predictions video, I actually got a few things right. Like, just by analyzing what Riot said, I was able to find out a few of her abilities from the rework. So if you guys want to see how right I was / how wrong I was, you guys can check out that video. And this video is not a tips and tricks for LeBlanc by any means, but if you guys want one of those, I know you guys like my tips and tricks videos, I could for sure make an updated one. So if you guys want one of that, let me know in the comments. And if you guys like these types of videos of me basically just rambling and talking about my opinions on things and what I think strong, weak, or whatever, please let me know in the comments too, because I will make more. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys liked it, please leave a like and subscribe for more League content. I might throw in some Overwatch content sometimes. I don't know, whatever you guys like, I'll keep making. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.